Why does your mind get louder the moment your body finally lies down? You're exhausted, your eyes burn, your body feels heavy, and yet the moment the lights go off, something inside you wakes up. Thoughts you didn't invite begin lining up. Memories resurface, conversations replay. Questions with no clear answers appear out of nowhere. And the more you want sleep, the farther it feels. For many people, insomnia isn't about sleep at all. It's about what happens when there's nothing left to distract the mind. During the day, your attention is pulled outward. Tasks, messages, responsibilities, noise. Your system stays busy, regulated by movement and demand. But at night, when everything slows down, your nervous system finally has space to speak. And if it's been holding too much, it doesn't whisper. It unloads. Psychologically, sleep requires a sense of safety. Not just physical safety, but emotional permission to let go. To stop monitoring, to stop anticipating, to stop bracing for what might happen next. And for some people, that permission was never learned. If you grew up needing to stay alert, responsible, or emotionally aware of others, rest may not feel neutral. It may feel risky. Like letting your guard down means something will be missed, forgotten, or go wrong. So even when your body is tired, your mind stays on watch. Insomnia often shows up in people who are deeply conscientious, people who care, people who think ahead, people who learn that being prepared mattered. During the day, that vigilance can look like competence. At night, it turns inward. Your thoughts don't race because you're dramatic. They race because your system finally has room to process everything it postponed. Another layer is emotional backlog. Unfelt feelings don't disappear. They wait. And nighttime is quiet enough for them to surface. Anxiety that was muted by busyness. Sadness that didn't have space earlier. Even excitement or anticipation can keep the nervous system activated. Sleep doesn't come when the system is still activated. It comes when the body senses that nothing is required of it anymore. For people who struggle with insomnia, nothing is required of you can feel unfamiliar. This is why advice like just relax rarely helps. Relaxation isn't a command. It's a response to safety, and safety isn't created by force. It's also why screens feel tempting at night. Not because they help you sleep, but because they soften the silence. They give the mind something predictable to hold on to, delaying the moment where internal noise takes over. But the problem isn't the phone. It's the fear of being alone with what might come up. For some, insomnia is tied to control. The need to manage outcomes, the fear of losing time, the pressure to function tomorrow. Sleep becomes another task to succeed at, which immediately makes it harder to access. The more you try to make sleep happen, the more alert your system becomes. What's often misunderstood is that insomnia isn't a failure of discipline or routine. It's a sign that your nervous system hasn't learned how to downshift yet, and that learning takes patience. It begins with reframing wakefulness. Instead of treating it as a problem to solve, it becomes information, a signal, something in you hasn't settled. Not something to fix, something to listen to. Sometimes what helps isn't sleeping better, but resting differently. Letting the body lie down without demanding unconsciousness. Allowing wakefulness without self-criticism. Creating gentleness around the experience instead of pressure. Because sleep doesn't arrive when it's chased. It arrives when it's allowed. And for many people, learning to allow takes longer than expected, not because they're doing it wrong, but because they've been holding things together for a long time. If nighttime feels loud for you, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means your system finally has space to speak. And once it feels heard, rest often follows.